My name is Jim Tomky, and I farm with my wife Mary, and we just have a farming operation out here in Colorado and Nebraska. We have irrigation and dry land, but the irrigation we've always kind of felt like a precious commodity that we don't want to see us wasting water by running it down the rows or furrows and out into the ditches and stuff like that. And so with the Hortau system, this is our second year in using it. The first year I thought, yeah, I'm not a big computer man. I really don't do a lot of that stuff. But I gotta admit, the first year I started using this and started getting acquainted with it and finding out the water depletion that I was getting as the crop was maturing, I found that every morning I would actually look forward to going to the computer and just see what's going on out in this field. I was tickled. I was impressed that all I had to do was still be in my jammies and still go out there and see what's going on. And now I kind of do it at night, and it allows me to plan my next day. Since 2 years ago when we started this, we went ahead and got another Hortau system and put it in our Nebraska ground, where we are pretty limited on the amount of water we are required to use per year. We have a 5-year allocation, but you need to be very wary as far as not over pumping, so you at least have the water in this 5-year allocation towards the end of the 5 years, so you don't run yourself short. And with this Hortau system, I can be here in Colorado and see exactly what's happening 20 miles away in the state of Nebraska on a pivot that Mary and I farm. And so I don't think I've told this to my the guy who sold me the system, Doug Larson, that this spring, after all the rains, we kind of came across a situation where I also have a scout that scouts fields for me as far as that goes, but he made the comment to me about, I think your ground's starting to get a little dry out there. And we had a pretty good rain event this spring, and I thought, well, that's kind of odd that we should have to be watering now. So and in the meantime, I'd been keeping track of it with the Hortau system, and I thought, well, maybe Doug got something hooked up wrong or something this time. And you know, I've never had that issue, but human error is possible, I guess. But it was telling me exactly what this guy had suggested. And we started putting the water to it and finally got the second and the third foot profile built up before the hot heat came here in August. And if we had waited until August to try to build this profile, we'd be losing moisture because you can't keep that water going into the ground. And so it really, actually, it's more than paid for itself just in the 1 year I've put the one in Nebraska. It's been constantly an issue where I have a shorter well capacity here in Colorado, and there's times I've had to start up earlier, but it's good to know, even going before the irrigation season starts getting busy, that either I know my profile's full or it's something I need to be working on to get it to that point, so when we get into this August heat and time frame, we have the water there, so we're not having to run water and then watch it go down the road or go down in the borrow ditches and stuff like that. So anyhow, I've been completely elated with the system. The computer system is very easy to get onto. Occasionally I forget my password, so I have to call my good friend from Hortau. What was our password? And so other than that, it's been a very good fit for Mary and I in our operation here in Colorado and Nebraska.
Great.